Big Bacon. Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. I'm your host, Big Bacon. Today, we're going to be looking at the G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra Samurai Storm Shadow. I actually managed to pick this figure up at retail. He's decked full with a lot of accessories, so we're going to take a few moments to go over all that, and then we'll look at the figure. So, we've got this wrist-mounted triple claw. It's got these hooked ends. It's got this little piece here that just kind of wraps around the wrist itself. Two-tone paint. Got the black handle parts and silver blades. We have this, honestly, I don't even know what to call this. It's a handle with a chain or string that's attached to a hook. It's cool looking, but like I said, no clue what it's actually called. We've got a bundle of rope, which just kind of hangs over the figure. Not really an accessory, more like a piece of wardrobe. But the detail on it is fairly nice for a 4-inch accessory. We have two of these forearm mounted blades. They simply snap over the forearm. They extend outward. This one is actually slightly bent, but the sculpt on it is fairly nice. Got a serrated back end on it. This one's a little bit straighter. We have this large pole arm, and I know it has an official name, but for the life of me, I cannot remember it. The blade section is done in this nice silver. Got this, honestly, that looks more Incan than it does Asian, but I think it's supposed to be some sort of dragon head. The haft is done in black, and then it's got a silver shod end. We have a backpack designed to hold two swords. Just pegs right into the back. And then we have the two swords, one being longer than the other. Got this, the detail on it is as good as you're going to get in a 4-inch figure. Got nice silver paint on the blades. Handles are done in just basic black, standard style grips. So, let's get into the figure. Okay, now the helmet, or I don't know, the forehead armor, nicely detailed. Got this nice gold coloration to it. Comes down the gold. I don't know if that's overspray or if it's designed to come down on the sides, on both sides. Got eyes painted in there on the flesh tone, up just above the mask. Mask is molded nicely. Looks like it's actually on a face. Be surprised how many times that doesn't actually happen. Hood comes all the way around with some nice wrinkles to it. It's got this overlay, which is removable. And underneath, just a basic off-white body. Body armor is nicely detailed. Even has the Arashikage emblem on the chest. Some weathering along the edges. And that continues around to the back. Shoulder armor. Nice in places. Muscle tone. Paint detail on this is very accurate. Very nice looking. Now this underhang is a separate piece and it's a pain to keep clasped. Pants are red and black. I don't know if I'd even call this camo. Shin armor has the same look to it as the body armor. Now this figure actually came with this weird thing where if you twist him and let him go, he spins around and attacks. I think it's supposed to be button actuated, but my button no longer works. Forgive me, everybody. My wife is trying to seduce me right now. It's making this a little bit harder to focus on the actual video. But let's get him geared up and on the shelf. So we'll throw him onto his stand. Let's do the backpack first. Get them swords in there. Just follow the curvature of the pack to determine which way the blades go in. So get his wrist armor in place. Fits right over the hand beautifully like that. And it even leaves room to throw the forearm armor over it. Kind of redundant, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get this into place. Got the hang down. I actually forgot to put this back on. So we are going to attempt to go around all of these accessories while putting this back on. Pull the backpack out, get it under there, and lock it into place. We're going to go ahead and throw the other forearm piece on here. This is the one that doesn't want to work nice. We're just going to, there we go. And he loves twisting around to that side because of that spring-loaded function. We're going to throw this weapon into his hand. I said we're going to throw this weapon into his hand. And we're going to run it so that it is flush to the ground. And then we're going to come back in and reattach that. So there you have it. The Pursuit of Cobra. Temple Guardian or whatever it is, Samurai Storm Shadow. So let's get them on the shelf, and then I'm going to go attack my wife. Until they get their own dedicated shelves, these guys are sharing the Beefy Boy shelf. So there you have it. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment. Be sure to tell your friends. It's free, doesn't cost you nothing, and it helps me out a lot, so I'll catch you next time.